What is going on YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to walk you through a profitable weekend as a DoorDash Uber Eats driver in 2024 and give tips and tricks on how to still make money in this day and age. Now with DoorDash and Uber Eats cutting their base pay significantly across the years, the only way to keep your hourly rate high nowadays is through tips. And the best way to do that is to find the richest neighborhoods in your city and work weekend dinner shifts. That being said, it's around 3 p.m. right now on a Saturday, a few hours before the peak of the dinner shift. I knocked out a $15 Walmart Spark order. Make sure you have Walmart Spark to keep you busy before the dinner rush, because food delivery has gotten really bad during these times recently. I was still able to get his $8 Starbucks order to wrap up my first hour at $23, and food delivery is still dead, so I did another Spark before DoorDash and Uber Eats finally started popping off. After 2 hours of being out, I finally got my first DoorDash worth doing, $7 for 2 miles, and it came with an extra tip, making this one actually pretty good, a quick $9.50. And now it's 5:30 p.m. I pick up another mid-range Uber Eats order to do, and then once 6 p.m. hits, I'm being really selective, looking for a high-paying order from a high-paying restaurant. Oh, we got the crazy order that we needed, a $17 double order, 4 miles. That came with a $13 add-on, 8 miles. That's a massive bag. That came in with a massive extra tip, $38 in an hour. One of the best orders I've gotten in a while. Another good dinner order, $10 for 3 miles, and we're on a hot streak right now. And when it's hot like this, you have to take advantage of it and keep going until it dries out. It's 7 p.m. now, and I usually avoid Five Guys orders because they take forever, but $13 for 4 was too hard to pass up, and this one didn't take too long because luckily, no one was in there. The dinner rush still has more to offer with another $10 for 4, but this one took 26 minutes due to a long wait. Still not too bad. Uber Eats has been dominating so far. I usually get most of my big orders from them because I refuse to be a part of the high paying program on DoorDash because I don't want to have to maintain a high acceptance rate, but this one is one I'm willing to do. $13 in 30 minutes for an easy double. I also picked up this $14 shopping order for 5 items while I was on my way to the DoorDash drop-off. I love doing these quick CVS or Walgreens orders. The items are always pretty easy to find because the store is so small. For this Saturday dinner shift, I made $164 in 6 hours and 15 minutes for an hourly rate of $26.24 and averaging $2.24 a mile. Like I mentioned, guys, the key to success this day and age, have as many apps as you can, deliver in the most expensive areas, and work the best hours. This is a map of the best times to work to increase your chances of having better hourly averages. I recommend hitting the weekday dinner shifts and putting in the longer hours during the weekend where brunch is still pretty good depending on your area. It is in mine. So let's see how much we make Sunday day number 2, where I work a brunch and dinner shift. And we're starting that Sunday at 9 a.m. with a really good order, $14 plus an $8 add-on, and a total of $23, so that's definitely a good way to start the day. I had to get some gas, but I was looking for orders while doing so, and drove around, but this one made up for it, an easy $11 for 4 from Starbucks for a third order. Let's go! We got a solid Walmart order, $39, only 25 items, so this is extremely good, especially for 10 a.m. Let's see how long it takes. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hungry and way off of my game. This one took way longer than it should have. There's also one of those orders where I was having trouble finding a few items, communicating with the customer, having to walk back and forth across the store, and by the time I got it dropped off, I was glad it was done. Now I'm in the Tempe area. There can be good orders here, but weaker compared to any of the surrounding zones. So I waited a while to cherry pick one, bringing me back up to downtown Scottsdale, which I will gladly take because I wasn't trying to drive that 10 miles back without an order. It's kind of slowed down. I'm not seeing any orders. We're going to take a break, do some productive things, and then head back out for the dinner shift. We got our first order starting at the dinner shift, $15 for 8 miles at the expensive restaurant. Herb roasted chicken, coconut crunchy shrimp, sizzling mushrooms in a 7-ounce filet medium. That sounds delicious. This order was dropping off to the luxurious mountain neighborhood of Paradise Valley. I was really hoping that bro would throw in an extra $1 or 2, maybe 5, maybe 10. 11 cents extra? I was hoping for $11 extra, but we'll take it, I guess. So you're gonna take this $6 for 1 for now, but if I get something better on DoorDash, then I'm leaving it. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers, and I ain't gonna lie to you, it would just really help me out. And now things are really starting to pick up. A primetime sushi order. This one did come in clutch with that extra money, $18 in 16 minutes. We didn't get an order for a while, but we got our 4th dinner order now. over $10. And we're pulling up to another mansion. Bro has a waterfall in his front yard. And I'm out here refilling my water jug at Walmart to triple its value. On the bright side, we're $15 closer to where he's at in life. And although these are bangers, they weren't exactly coming in back to back. I had to make my way all the way back to the same restaurant to get my next one from it. $12 for 7. That came with a nice add-on as well, but the restaurant told me it was going to be a long wait, so I left them for this Papa John's DoorDash. It was $7 less, but I know for a fact it'll take a shorter amount of time, but I kind of just wish I stuck with the other one because it had a higher extra tip potential. Camping at downtown Scottsdale right now, I was able to be patient and cherry pick one more to wrap up a very successful dinner shift. As you can see, we had much more efficient statistics compared to our brunch shift earlier, and in total for the day, it averaged out to $171 in 6 hours and 45 minutes for an hourly rate of $25.90. One thing that I could have done better today is find orders that brought me closer to where I'm staying at towards the end of my shift. I did a 10 to 15 minute dead drive back twice today. It really makes a difference getting an order that brings you closer to the 5 to 8 minute range, as close as you could get if you can. I always count it towards my hourly rate to try to keep my shifts as efficient as possible. That being said, let's do a quick Monday dinner shift, only a few hours, and you'll see how it's still good, but definitely not as good as the weekends. I'm just taking a $7 for 2 to start off and get the ball rolling. Our second order of the day is a DoorDash double, $16 for 8 mile, mainly highway, so it should work out well. I dropped the first one off and I got this message. They said the order was messed up. This one was the restaurant's fault. They handed it to me like that, and obviously I wasn't just gonna open the bag and trays to see what's inside. When this happens, just let the customer know that they could get a refund in the app for the missing items. $10 for 1 mile. That is obviously a great order. $10 a mile. Just 15 minutes to get that one done, and that's gonna buy us some much needed time because a long wait followed. While the good orders are still out there, like you could see from the first 3 orders, this is an example how weekdays aren't gonna be as good. I'm sitting here declining orders and the minutes are piling up. But I do know I'm in the tourist downtown area of Scottsdale right now, which is pretty good, but definitely not as good as some of the northern areas. I get a lot of questions on what my acceptance rate is. It is currently 3% on Uber Eats and 11% on DoorDash. And even if I'm facing a long wait like this, I'm always gonna cherry pick. I'd rather sit in my car and play Clash of Clans than give in and do some bullshit like $3 for 5 miles. If an order's not worth it, it's not worth it, no matter what scenario. Guys, that was absolutely brutal. 23 minutes without an order worth taking. I'd get a bunch of orders like this. Yikes, not good at all. So I ended up finally getting this one. $15 shopping order. Let's go get it done. And that's another tip. Make sure you have ordered a physical Uber Eats shopping card that's going to grant you access to do these shopping orders. If you don't have one, go to the settings in your app and get one. And even with that long wait, we're still at decent averages. So the orders that I did do, I'm getting them done quick. A nice $11 for 6 followed. The best part about this one is I got it right away. I didn't have to wait. And check out these bangers that were sent to me while I was on my way to the drop-off. These orders are so bad, they should be illegal. And we can't turn this one down. $10 for 1 Walgreens order, only 5 items. Another shopping order saving the day. And at this point, I ended it 2 hours and 45 minutes in, which is going to be the main window for a Monday dinner rush. And our total for Monday, it was a quick hit, $71 for an hourly rate of $23.92. Hope you guys learned something from that ride-along walkthrough. Not bad numbers at all. But luckily, things get even busier for me in my area next week, so stay tuned for that video, and we will see you in the next one.